In last video we were discussing about groups. Now we are going to discuss about the periods in modern periodic table. Children, first of all you will see here, this is our modern periodic table. As I told you, these are groups. There are total 18 groups. Okay, and these are rows. Okay, so these are periods. Like in first period there are two elements. See, here is hydrogen, here is helium. Atomic number is of hydrogen is 1, atomic number of helium is 2, atomic mass of hydrogen is approximately 1, atomic mass of or mass number of helium is 4. Now 1 2, now see lithium in second period. See how many elements are there: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now in third period, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? In fourth period, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18, right children? Similarly here in fifth period there are 18 elements, but if you are talking about sixth and seventh element, then you will see here where you can see the star mark. See, atomic number of cesium is 55, barium is 56, lanthanum is 57. After this 72, hafnium 72. So where are the elements between these? So because it is not fit inside this table, so it is written separately here, and this group is called as lanthanides. Why? Because it is coming after lanthanum. So on the name of this whole period name is lanthanide. Similarly here you will see after actinium, the rest group after 89 you will see 104. So from 90 to 103 elements are written separately. These two groups are of inner transition elements are written separately because it not suitable here to write, otherwise the periodic table looks not in proper way. So in sixth and seventh element you will see total 18 element plus 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. 18 plus 14 means there are 32 elements here and 32 elements here in seventh period. So we are going to discuss about the periods in detail. Okay children, so let's see what are the things I am going to explain you. Periods in modern periodic table. The number of cells remains same in a particular period. Okay, what is that? We have to understand. Now see, if I am talking about two elements, see this one, like in first period hydrogen and helium is there. Okay, in first period here is hydrogen and here is helium. As I told you, because these both are in first period, so number of cells will be equal in both the elements. How we can say that? Hydrogen, what is the atomic number? 1. So single orbit and 1 electron. Helium, 2 electrons are there. So in first orbit, single orbit, 2 electrons are there. So how many cells are there? 1 cell. Okay, now we are talking about second period. Elements are, please show here. We are taking two elements, lithium and beryllium. Lithium, what is the atomic number? 3. What is the atomic number of beryllium? 4. Okay, so if we are going to show the atomic structure, first orbit 1 2 but 3 electrons, so maximum we can take 2 electrons in one orbit. This is not electron, this is electron and this is electron. Okay, so in first orbit 2 electrons and in second orbit 1 electron. And in beryllium, again in first orbit 2 electron and next 2 in second electron. So can you see, in same period number of cells are same. Like in first period number of cell is 1, in second period number of cell is 2. For all the elements you can check all the elements. Boron, if you are going to write about boron or carbon, see boron number of atomic number is 5. So in first orbit for boron we will write 2 electrons and rest 3 are in next orbit, that is 1 2 3. See 1 2 3 4 5, because you know that maximum limit of number of electrons in second orbit is 8, so we can show 3 electrons here. So how many cells? 2. Carbon atomic number is 6. So in first orbit 2 electron, and in next orbit 1 2 3 4. So total 6 is there. It means you can see in one period number of cells are same. Okay, that's why I've written the number of period cells remain same in a particular period. If we are talking about first period, it means all the elements of first period having same number of cells. As I have shown you, one cell is there only. In second period 2 cells, in third period 3 cells, in fourth period 4 cells, like that. Okay, all the elements of a period have equal number of cells. All the elements of second period have 2 cells, third period have 3 cells, like we have written here. See, exactly it is written as group, but these members are of periods. Please show here. I have written lithium. Show here lithium, then beryllium, then boron, then carbon, then nitrogen, then oxygen, then fluorine, and then neon. These are from one period, just to show that number of cells are same. Atomic number 3, so 2 1. In first orbit 2 electrons, in second orbit 1 electron. Similarly beryllium 4 electrons, first orbit 2 electrons, just now I have explained you, and 2 electrons in second orbit. Boron, in first orbit there are 2 electrons, second orbit 3 electrons. Carbon, in first orbit 2 electrons, rest 4 are in second orbit. Number of atomic number of nitrogen is 7, so number of electron is also 7. So in first orbit it is 2 electrons, in second orbit 5 electrons. Similarly for oxygen, number of electrons in first orbit 2 electrons, in next orbit 6 electrons. For fluorine 2 and 7, and neon 10 means 2 in first orbit 2 electrons, and this is the maximum limit for any orbit, that is 8 electrons. So these all are of second group elements. Sorry children, this is second period element. We have shown you the table of this period, that each element having 2 cells. See, I have shown you that number of cell in each period is 2 2 2 2 2. Similarly, if you are going to check about third period, you will see there are 3 cells. All the element has filled only 3 cells. Okay, so and you will see in group the number of valence electrons are same, but here number of valence electron increases. Here number of valence electron, in this case how many electrons are in outermost cell? 1. Here 2. How many electrons are in outermost cell? 3 4 5 6 7 8. These are the number of electrons in outermost cell, that is called as valence electron. But in a group you have seen that number of valence electron is same, but in period number of. So yeah, if someone will ask you what about the group, tell us about the number of electrons in a group, you will say that number of valence electron in same group is equal, but in same period it increases with increase in number of atomic number. Okay, in this period if someone will ask what is the valence electron in this of lithium and beryllium, of boron, I will say that number of valence electron will increase according to increase in atomic number. Okay, so all the elements of a period have equal number of cell but have different number of valence electrons, while in a group a number of valence electrons are same. Here number of cells are same, in period number of cells are same, number of valence electrons are different. Now a few more things about periods in modern periodic table. Maximum number of electrons in a cell is given by formula 2n square. As I told you in first group, if you want to see what here n represent period number, hence maximum number of electron is in each will be as follows. Like we are talking about first cell, that is K cell, how many electrons can revolve here? I have written the formula, number of electrons in first cell is what? 2n square, so 2 into 1 square, so 2 into 1, maximum electrons which may revolve in first orbit is maximum 2 electrons. Okay, what about second orbit? In second cell we have used the formula, number of electrons in second cell, maximum number of electrons, not number, it is 2n square. So because it is second orbit, so I have written in place of n 2, so 2 2 ja 4 and 4 2 ja 8, so 8 electrons may revolve in second orbit. Similarly in third orbit, what is the maximum capacity for number of electrons? to revolve. So it is 2 into 3 square, so 3 3 are 9 into 2, 18 electrons may revolve in third orbit, that is M cell. Similarly in n or fourth cell, n is 4, so number of electrons in fourth cell is what? 2 into 4 square, so 2 16 are 32 electrons may revolve around it. Now the main things we have to learn about the periods. First period is called very short period. It contains only 2 elements. You see the table also. See children, this is our first period. Only hydrogen and helium is here. Okay. Now second and third periods are called short periods, as each contain 8 elements. Or we may call it first period as shortest period, while second and third period as short period, as each contain 8 elements. See, in second and third period you can see 6 7 8, and here is also 6 7 8 electrons. Fourth and fifth periods are called long periods, each contains 18 elements. You see, fourth and fifth already I have explained you during the starting of the video, there are 18 elements. Okay, while sixth period is called longest period, which contains 32 elements. Okay, seventh period is called till date, it is incomplete period. Still there is chances maybe few more elements will be discovered and it will be kept in seventh period. Okay, so we have to learn about these things. What are these things? First period is the shortest period, having only 2 elements. Second and third periods are called short periods, having 8 elements in each. Fourth and fifth periods are called long periods, each contain 18 elements. Sixth period is called longest period, which contains 32 elements, while seventh period is called till date, till today. It is incomplete period, so named seventh period is named as incomplete period. The whole periodic table is divided into 4 blocks: S block, P block, D block, F block. Children, these terms you will learn in standard 11 and 12 in detail. There you will study that how the electrons are arranged in an atom. Okay, so small introduction we are giving in junior classes also, but in detail we will study about this thing in standard 11. The first and the second group elements are called S block elements. So here these two things, first group and second group elements, are called as S block elements. Third to 12th, can you see that, this arrow sign? Third to 12th group called, means all the members of third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they are called as D block elements or transition element. You can see that these two are S element, these are D elements, D block elements or transition metals. Elements from 13 to 18, from here to here, all the elements from 13 group to 18 groups are called as P block elements. Okay, you got it? If we will divide all the elements in different groups, we have discussed about S group, S block elements, D block elements, P block elements. First two groups are S block elements. Third to 12th group, listen children, this is not about period, this is about group. Third to 12th group, all the elements are called as D block elements or transition elements, while 13 to 18, means till the inert gas group, are called as P block elements. Now one more thing we have to think, the two series which I have discussed you just now, rows of 14th element in each are called F block elements or inner transition elements. We are talking about these two. These two are called as inner transition elements. Okay, and see something more about these two groups. The elements followed by lanthanum 57, that is atomic number of lanthanum, are called lanthanoids. The elements followed by actinium 89, atomic number of actinium is 89, are called acetonoids. Already I have explained you. Okay, in each period, first element has 1 valence electron and last element has 8 electrons. Just now we have discussed about this thing, as we have seen that here lithium, what is the valence electron? 1 electrons are left, and when we reach here till neon, number of electrons, valence electron is 8. So we have written the same thing here. And last point, in a given period all the elements have different valence electrons and different electronic configuration and hence different properties. If we are talking about periods, all the elements are having different valence electrons and different electronic configuration and hence they have different properties. But if we are talking about same group, they all are having same valency, same valence electron, that's why they are showing same property. So in this video up to this one children, and in next video I will give you the detail about merits and demerits of modern periodic table. Till then, bye bye.